I caught my girlfriend cheating, and her response was cold. It was a one-time thing, move on. With a smug grin, she added, "He's better in bed anyway." I nodded and walked away. This morning, my inbox was flooded with 43 frantic emails from her. She's lost everything. For context, we'd been together 4 years, meeting in college and moving in together 2 years ago. Until Thursday night, I thought our relationship was rock solid. We'd discussed marriage, kids, the whole future. I'm 28. She's 27. Thursday, I got off work early. My boss, thrilled about securing a big client, let us leave around 3 p.m. I decided to surprise my girlfriend with her favorite sushi on my way home. What a cruel twist that became. I quietly unlocked the door, but as soon as I stepped inside, I heard it. Those unmistakable sounds from our bedroom. Our bedroom. The takeout bag grew heavy in my hand. Part of me wanted to turn around, pretend I'd never come home early. But something drove me forward. When I opened the bedroom door, there she was with a stranger. They didn't notice me at first. I cleared my throat, and they startled. "What the hell is this?" I asked, my voice eerily calm. My girlfriend fumbled to cover herself, but her face showed no guilt, just irritation at the interruption. "God, you're supposed to be at work," she snapped, as if I'd wronged her. The guy mumbled something about not knowing she had a boyfriend, grabbing his clothes. I barely glanced at him. My eyes were locked on her. "How long has this been going on?" I asked. "It was just once. Get over it," she fired back, rolling her eyes. "You're always working late. What did you expect?" I turned to the guy. "You should go." He bolted, still fumbling with his shirt. Once he was gone, she changed her tune. "Look, it was a mistake, okay? It didn't mean anything." When I stayed silent, she got defensive. "What, you're just going to stand there judging me? You're not perfect either." "I've never cheated on you," I said softly. Something flickered in her eyes. If she'd shown any remorse, things might have gone differently. Instead, she smirked. "Well, maybe you should know he's better in bed anyway." I nodded, turned, and left. I grabbed my laptop, wallet, and keys. As I headed for the door, she trailed me. "Where are you going? Don't be so dramatic." I didn't respond, just shut the door behind me and drove to my friend's place. I turned off my phone and spent the night staring at the ceiling, numb. The next morning, clarity hit me. I knew what I had to do. I called work, took a personal day, then contacted our landlord. The apartment's lease was in my name only. Her credit issues meant I'd signed a loan. I explained the situation, and the landlord was understanding. "These things happen," he said. "Let me know what you want to do with the lease." I called the utility and internet companies, all in my name, and had them shut off that day. By midday, I'd gone to the bank, removed her as an authorized user on my credit card, and untangled our finances. We didn't have joint accounts, thankfully. I spent the afternoon at a cafe, ignoring her barrage of calls and texts. By 4 p.m., I briefly checked my phone. 17 missed calls, 36 texts, 9 voicemails. I didn't read or listen to any of them. I texted my friend to ask if I could stay longer. "Couch is ready," he replied. At 6 p.m., knowing she'd be at her Thursday yoga class, I returned to the apartment. I packed my essentials in 30 minutes and left my key on the counter with a note. "Lease ends in 30 days. Utilities cut. Good luck." As I drove away, I saw her car pull into the lot. Our eyes met briefly. Her face shifted from confusion to panic. I almost stopped. Almost. This morning, I woke to 43 emails from her, escalating from anger to desperation to begging. She tried to shower, no water, tried to stream a show, no internet, tried to order food. Her card, actually my credit card, was declined. Her last email, sent at 2:37 a.m., read, "Please call me. I'm sorry. We need to talk." I haven't replied. Part of me is stunned at how fast I unraveled our shared life. The other part waits for emotions, grief, anger, heartbreak, but I just feel hollow. Edit. Wow, this post exploded overnight. Thanks for the support. To answer common questions. 1. Yes, I have screenshots of everything. 2. No, I'm not reconciling with her. 3. I'm doing okay, surprisingly. I'll update with more when there's something to share. A week later, her world is crumbling faster than I expected. Thanks for the support on my last post. It's helped me see I'm not overreacting. It's been 7 days since I left, and a lot has unfolded. I'm still at my friends', but I'm hunting for my own place. Work has been supportive. My boss, who went through a cheating ex-wife, told me to take the time I need about my ex. The fallout's been intense. I wasn't fully upfront in my first post. I didn't just talk to the landlord, I gave notice to end the lease early. Our contract allowed breaking it for a 1-month rent fee, which I paid. The landlord gave her 30 days to sign a new lease or vacate. She learned this when she found a notice on the door. Her texts say she went to the leasing office in tears, only to find her income and credit don't qualify for the apartment alone. The utilities? Not just paused, canceled entirely. New accounts require deposits she says she can't cover. Here's the twist. The guy she was with is her co-worker, a married co-worker with a pregnant wife. I learned this when, on day 3 of my silence, she showed up at my workplace. The receptionist tipped me off and security escorted her out after she made a scene, yelling that I'd destroyed her life over one mistake. A colleague recorded it. Watching the video later, I caught the guy's name. A quick Facebook search revealed his pregnant wife, who works at the same company. I wrestled with what to do for a day before messaging his wife on Facebook with just the facts, the date, time, and my ex's name. No embellishment. She replied quickly, saying she'd suspected something but lacked proof. She was heartbroken, but thanked me. When she asked for evidence, I shared screenshots of my ex's emails, admitting the affair lasted months, not just once. Then things exploded. My ex called 19 times in 2 hours. When I finally picked up, she was frantic. How could you tell his wife, "Do you know what you've done?" I stayed calm. I told the truth, she screamed. He's being transferred to Austin. They were going to promote me to his role, but now HR's investigating us both. I might lose my job. Are you satisfied? I didn't want any of this, I said. You chose this. She broke down, sobbing about how sorry she was, how she couldn't afford the apartment alone, how her parents wouldn't help. That's your problem, I said, and hung up. This morning, she emailed a list of demands. 1. I move back and cover rent while she finds a new place. 2. I restore the utilities. 3. I reinstate her access to my credit card. 4. I tell the guy's wife it was a misunderstanding. 5. I talk to her boss to say it was a mistake. I haven't responded and don't plan to. My friend thinks I'm being too harsh, suggesting I help her find a place. Maybe he's right, but her smirk and "he's better in bed" comment replays in my mind. Someone's got to draw the line at kindness. Edit. Thanks for the support. To clarify, 1. No, I'm not helping her financially or otherwise. 2. Yes, I've documented everything. 3. No, I don't regret telling the guy's wife. I've got my own place, and she's learning actions have consequences. 2 weeks since my last update, and things are settling into a weird new normal. Good news first. I found an apartment. It's smaller, but closer to work with a rooftop deck for my morning coffee. Moved in last weekend with help from my friend and some pals. Now, my ex, the fallout's been wild. The day after I ignored her demands, she sent a long email blaming me for her actions. I worked too much, didn't praise her enough, neglected her emotional needs, classic deflection. I didn't reply. 2 days later, her sister called. We'd always gotten along, so I answered. She said she wasn't picking sides, but asked if I'd help with rent since my ex was struggling. What financial support? I asked. We split expenses. She just can't use my credit card anymore. Her sister said my ex claimed I'd been supporting her for years because her job paid poorly. I laughed. We split rent 50-50. She earns only $5,000 less than me. I only covered the internet bill. Her sister went quiet, then said, "That's not what she told our family." Turns out, my ex had painted herself as financially dependent, even claiming I forced her into the fancy apartment when she wanted the upgrades. Her sister texted later, "Sorry for bothering you. I need to talk to her." Then the big blow. The married co-worker's wife didn't just confront him, she went to their HR with proof of the affair, including my screenshots. Their company has a strict no fraternization policy, and they'd used work hours for their trysts, booking conference rooms for fake meetings. Both were suspended pending investigation. I learned this because my ex showed up at my new apartment Monday night, drunk, mascara streaking her face, banging on my door at 11 p.m. I don't know how she got my address. "You've destroyed my life," she yelled. "I'm suspended, probably fired, and I have 2 weeks to leave the apartment." My neighbor peeked out. "You need to go," I said calmly. "You owe me," she cried, trying to push past me. "After 4 years, you owe me a place to stay." "I owe you nothing," I said. "Not after what you did." She insisted it was one time, then slipped, admitting it was multiple times but meant nothing. I pulled out my phone to dial. She lunged for it, stumbled, and I stepped back. "Go home, sober up, sort your life out. I'm not your fix." She crumpled, whispering, "I have nowhere to go." "Not my issue," I said, closing the door. The next day, her sister texted, "Sorry about last night. She came to my place after yours. She's staying with me for now." I replied, "Thanks for the update." That was 3 days ago. Since then, silence. A mutual friend said my ex and the married guy were fired. The guy's wife is divorcing him and naming my ex in the filing. I should feel triumphant. Her life's a mess. No job, no home, reputation trashed. But I'm just exhausted. Exhausted by her. The drama. I'm focused on my new place. Bought plants yesterday, something I always wanted, but she thought they were too much work. Small steps to moving forward. Edit. To those asking if I feel bad for her? Nope. I didn't aim to ruin her life. I just stopped being part of it. 2 months since this all started, and I think this is my last update. Things have shifted, mostly for the better. I got a promotion at work. Better pay, more responsibility, but I'm thriving. My boss praised my focus despite the chaos. My new apartment feels like home. I've got plants, only killed one, a home office, and I'm cooking real meals, not just takeout. About my ex. After 3 weeks of silence, she emailed me, subject, "Closure." I almost deleted it, but read it out of curiosity. It wasn't what I expected. No blame, no demands. A genuine apology. She's in therapy, facing hard truths about herself. She admitted to lying to her family about our finances, manipulating situations, and undervaluing me. "I didn't just betray you by cheating," she wrote. "I betrayed you every time I prioritized my selfish wants over our relationship. Every lie. Every time I mistook your stability for weakness." She didn't expect forgiveness or a reply, just wished me well. I thought about it for days before replying. "Thanks for the apology. I wish you well, too." That closed the chapter for both of us. No contact since. Mutual friends say she's still with her sister but has a job interview in another city. The married guy tried to reconcile with his wife, but she finalized the divorce. Their baby was born last week. I've started dating again. Nothing heavy, just casual. Last weekend, I met someone at a friend's party. We clicked, talked for hours, and have a dinner date tomorrow. I'm nervous, but the good kind. I still think of my ex sometimes. A song, a restaurant we loved. But the sting is gone. No more betrayal, just a fading ache. Someone said the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. I'm getting there. Thanks to everyone who followed this. Writing helped me process, and your comments showed me I wasn't irrational for feeling this way. Life's moving on, and it's looking brighter than I expected. Edit. Yes, I'm good now. The date was great. No, I don't miss her. To those saying I was too harsh, nah, sometimes a clean break is the kindest thing for both. Thank you for watching Story. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more real-life stories.